Good afternoon, Dave Van Abel here. It's January 1st of 2026, the first day of a new year. We're hoping for everything to be good this year. Um, I'm going to do another video on the Apple Reminders app that shows some of the features that I've added to it and why I'm using it and why I've done things this way. Uh, Follow along, you'll get to see a lot of information. This will probably be another one in the series of several that I'll put together. I'll get into some more technical aspects as time goes on. I'm using, I've got my Mac, and I've also got my iPhone running over here, which is mirrored into my Mac. And then I've got a slideshow that I've done a lot of things on for the applications I put together. And I've got a few things I'm going to show later on and talk about. Well, let's get started here. And I'm going to bring up the same app on my iPhone that I have running over here on the Mac. The Mac look and feel is identical to the iPad look and feel. Um, you typically have typically have your grocery list with categories, and you'll see the categories here. And I want to point out here that I've actually got two lists for two stores. I've got a Costco list and I've got a Walmart list, and there's a reason for this, and it's to show the differential of what I call GoShop, which is all tied into one really main thing here. And I'm going to go over here on the iPhone, and I'm going to go over here on the Mac, and I'm going to show you both of them. Okay, I'm over here on the iPhone on what's referred to as a smart list, and I'm going to click the smart list on Walmart, and you'll see that it shows the items that I need to go pick up not being highlighted, and this shows the items that I picked up. All right, we'll go over here and we'll do the same thing. See, this is the Walmart list. We'll go over here. Oh, we do the same thing. We'll mirror them here, and we got the very same thing. But the difference is, if you go look over here on the standard Apple reminders list, I've got it in category mode, and what it shows is all the categories of items. And this is how they're trying to show this. Hey, we get your categories. Well, that's great. It's really kind of nice. Now everything out blue is on there that's has been picked up. So I'm going to okay. We're sitting in. It doesn't matter. We pick them both up. They're both Walmart and Costco. Well, I'm going to add Cheerios to the Walmart or to the Costco list. Well, over here I got I got the Walmart list. So let's go back over to this and let's go pick up the Costco list. And lo and behold, there's Cheerios. All right. Let's learn a little bit about this while we're here. Okay. How do we get a list on the iPhone that just shows Costco? Well, it's very interesting. It's because of something called tags. And we're going to go back here and we'll go back to this setup here on out of here. We don't see that. And I'll show you, I got two tags there. I got one for Costco and I got one for Walmart. Well, what that does in a smart list is it sorts them and you only have Costco or, or you only have Walmart in the list. That's pretty nice. Now, the next thing I did is a design from what I wrote a couple of years ago, what I called Go Shop, and it's on written in WordPress. Is I wanted I wanted to only have items in my shopping list for the store I was going to and that I needed to pick up. Over there, I call them favs on and favs off. Now, we can't use that word here, but that's okay. It works real well. So how did I accomplish that? Well, what I did is every item, every item on the list, let's just go click on one and we'll look at it. Okay, this is the setup of the list. Okay, we got things called tags. This is the most important part of it. I'm in a Walmart item and I've got a Walmart tag on that item. That's the whole gist of this. And that makes it a Walmart item. Okay. Now, if I go over here, I look at this one, and you'll see that I've got a flag on it, got a tag on this one that says Costco. It's a Costco item. I tried putting them together, and yeah, it'll work. They'll both show up in one list, but I haven't seen anybody that can shop at two stores at one time. So that's why I got it like this. So the whole theory is here that you go shopping for whichever store you want to go to, and then you go to the other one if you're going to go two in a day. Okay, let's move on a little bit. How did this come about? How does how did this come about? Well, to make this happen in reminders, what I had to do, and here's one of about three slideshow items that I've got that'll show you about how this is. Okay, how did I enhance the Apple's reminders to meet what I call GoShop? Well, first thing we had to do we had to enhance the aisling system. Now, Walmart was extremely simple because Walmart has their aisles for stuff, and aisle A1 is really where all the produce is in Walmart. Well, and then we go down here. If we go over towards the pharmacy area for personal care, that goes from aisle G10, G7, G10 up to G16. Well, to make that work, I made sure that there was two digits after the alphabetical number. So now they're going to sort it. And then behind after that is the item name. Like there's broccoli. So there's A01 for row for aisle one, and I'm looking for broccoli. And I sort these by ascending or descending. Okay. So the first thing I had to do is come up with an aisle numbering system. And we'll talk about Costco in a little bit here. Okay. Then here it talks about so the item number is or item name is called the title in in uh, in reminders. Here's one. We'll go if we were to add a reminder. Uh, this is going to be referred to. See, okay, there's a new item name. It's called a title. All right, and that's really all it matters too much more. And what list is this on? It's on GoShop. That's the primary list. Okay, but you can see I got two other lists, and we'll dig into that. Whether we get into today or some other time is not pertinent. Okay, but what we've got is we've got an aisle and we've got a unique tag, and the critical thing on reminders is to have aisle numbering or nomenclature, you have to have it with the item. If it's not in the item name, you don't have any way of getting a list sorted. So that's the first thing I do. Then the next thing I did was I determined how am I going to get my list to only be Costco or only be Walmart. Okay, that required a tag. So I created a tag called Costco and I created a tag called Walmart. This goes back to all the social media stuff. Uh, Twitter was really the first one where I saw that come about. Okay, so we put that. So let's go back over here to pretzels. And let's open up and look at that tag. All right. Okay, there's pretzels. In in Walmart, they're on aisle 19. Okay, and they're pretzels. Perfect. Now I got to put a tag on that of call Walmart. If I put a tag on a call Walmart, now this is for every single item that you do. It's not hard once you do it. Besides, they stay around. They're either incomplete or completed, so they're always available for you. You can change them. Also, you can move them. Yeah. But the best thing to do if you got pretzels, Costco, and Walmart is you make two items. Okay, that's 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 the gist of what we're doing here. And then the benefit of number one, you start in one place. All right, this is going. All right, why have I got these? Well, I used to run all over the store and where am I going to find this? Okay, I'd be in aisle one. All of a sudden, I got to go back to aisle 24. Oh my God, I forgot to pick up some vitamins way over by the pharmacy. All right, well, then I wanted to go need to get a light a light fixture plate. Well, that's way back in the other corner of the store too. So now you've traveled across the store two or three times. So that's why we got numbering. So with numbering, you start in one place and you go to the next place. So let's take a look at that over here. Let's do it. Let's do it here in Walmart on the Mac. Okay. Uh, let's see. I don't know. I don't even remember how to do that. Let's do it over here. I can do it over here. Whole lot easier. Okay. I'm going to sort by title, which is the name. All right, let's go back up there again. And I'm going to sort. Okay, we'll open this up. I'm going to sort by title, and then I'm going to make them descending. So I'm going to go from the back of the store or the far corner of the store to the front of the store. Okay, there my items are. There I am, way back in the corner of the store, and row L05 for push pins. And then I needed to pick up printing paper. Well, that's kind of somewhere around the electronics. But Walmart's pretty good. Costco's a different story. All right. Now here I am looking for a USB port. I was over there about 3 weeks ago and I found it in K20. Well, I had to ask somebody where K20 was. So I looked up the store. All right. So now I've got this sorted. So when I come in the store, I'm going to go back. I had this sorted here a minute ago. Where did he go? Okay, that's on. Let's get rid of that. Let's let's turn off the completed items. So now I'm in here and I may want to take a look at this sort again. And it's descending. That's fine. Okay. AB, it doesn't, I don't have anything but ABs in here. Okay. Let's go over here to cost. Let's go over here to Walmart and let's go up here. And let's go over here to, let's go to eggs. And let's put eggs in. Let's put some goat cheese in. Uh, let's put some ice cream in. Uh, let's that's in here. Dawn is in there already. Let's put no, that's Costco. We don't want to put that in Costco. I may have put some Costco ones in. I would not be surprised. Okay, this is Costco. Oh, that's Costco. Oh, let's go look for some. Okay, let's pick up salad dressing. All right. Now let's go back over here to this list and look at how this list has resorted itself. This guy, I know what's wrong with this guy. AB, he does AB. I found this guy a few weeks ago, and I'm going to have to examine it a little bit, see what's really going on with that AB. Doesn't like the AB because it thinks zero is after A0 is after AB. So that's really in the right place of the store. So a let's go find us a Walmart item that's in the back of the store. See if we can find one of those. You don't see one under canned goods. Let's see. Bread, no. Eggs, that's not gonna. Oh, so there, okay, now we're gonna find something, if there's anything in here. And they're not in, they're not. Oh, there's one. Okay. Twine. Okay. I put him in there. Now let's see what happens over here. Look at that. Look at that. Over here, I got on my iPhone. Look at here. I've got this. Okay, Dave, time to start go shopping. You're going to go way in the back corner of the store and get this item. Pick it up, check it. It's gone. It'll come off the list here, sure. It won't come off the list until I change the show completed. Now it's got it on there. I'm going to go back here and hide completed. Okay, now all we got on here is these. So now I'm stuck in the A row, all right, A5, okay, A9. Let's get salad dressing. We're done. Let's get cucumbers. We're done. Now we're down to just a handful of items. Okay, that's the gist of how this works. Let's go back here to these because I'm going to wrap this up pretty quick. Go shop at Hanson's. I talked about them. All right. Store aisle numbering for Costco. This gets pretty complex, but what I did is I said, I'm going to take the scheme for Walmart starting at A01 and I'm going to go through A0 or A99. I got the A22 and it worked out pretty good. I actually followed around the store the way I shop at that store in Green Bay, Wisconsin, and it worked pretty good. And it talks about it here. Now let's look a little bit more. Store aisle theory. I've been talking about this already. Okay. Then lo and behold, here's I my aisling number for the Bellevue Costco in Green Bay. Worked out pretty good. I only got a dozen of them on there. So that gives you that idea. Well, I'm going to wrap this up for today. I'm going to probably put this out there on YouTube and see what we think of. Uh, I'm pretty happy with it. I'd like to get this idea across to people so we can make their shopping list a little bit better if they're using the reminders from Apple, which actually has turned out to be very, very good, in my opinion. And I've actually done this for probably about 10 weeks. Okay. Have a good day.